Dobry den, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome the former Rizin champion, UFC champion, one and only, Jiri Prochazka. Now you're finally smiling.
Hey, hey.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too.
How are you?
Great, great. After an all-day trip.
How was the run?
Great, great, great.
Jiri make the famous and traditional for all the martial artists in Phuket do the run on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
And we've done it a couple of maybe months ago with the guys, and everybody was scaring us how it's hard and difficult. Yeah, it is hard, but not that, as they said. And did you finish right on the top when the stairs?
Sure, man.
Right?
Yeah.
And our guys stopped at the parking lot and said, we finished. I'm like, it doesn't make sense.
I started next to the Tiger Park. Yeah, Tiger Park. Yeah.
So it's like 6 kilometers, 5, 6?
Something like that. I don't know.
I've been very fortunate to see you training here, and it looks like you never rest. Can you share a little bit how you train?
that was my I think maybe the mistake, but I needed that to be like back to the process, back to the training, full camp training, and
the championship level.
Yeah. To be, but it was more like technical camp, to be focused for a technique, what to do better. That was the work with the Frank, especially with the Frank, and yeah.
It's your second camp here.
Yeah. Second camp. Yeah, last year was before the title match, and this year I took that like the camp to
prepare for camp.
To prepare for camp. Yeah, yeah, like that.
Speaking about title fights, Jiri, you are a very rare example of the, let's say, sportsmanship, and you vacated your title because of the injury. You didn't lose the match, to clarify, and that's why I didn't say you're a former champion. You didn't lose your belt, and it looks like the destiny of this belt is vacated again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And speaking about training camps, as we jump into the subject of training, so there is no clear fight, or you're not preparing for particular opponent. You just let's say keeping you in fighting shape.
Yeah, till the last days we had no opponent, like some special opponent who I was like preparing for somebody, and right now we're speaking with UFC about the fight with Pereira. Wow. About that fight, and it's just about where to do that and when. So
yeah, it makes sense because you are the only one who makes sense to fight. I hope, fingers crossed, as a fan, because we were watching actually Jan's and Alex's fight ringside together, and of course the half of the ringside bar was watching the fight, another half was discussing what Jiri thinking about the fight, and they're like, and what do you think? Actually, I know
about that fight.
Even between the rounds, the media were calling you.
Yeah.
But what's your take on it?
It like that fight?
Yes.
It looked like the Błachowicz had more pressure in that fight, but you have to know in this age right now, you have to know what the judge is watching for. Yeah, because if you don't know, you can think, this guy won. No, but another guy won.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's I think one of the most important things right now, and that's why I don't like to leave the fight for the points.
For the judges.
For the judges. Yeah, because they watching whatever they.
I'm sure you're familiar with amateur boxing. I'll just go for a second there. and amateur boxing is super corrupt.
And, that's boxing normally, so, like everywhere.
You saying not to leave with the hands of the judges. So I saw with my own eyes in the nationals back home. So guy got knocked out. And they say disqualification. And they, why? Because it was the open glove. You know, they say in the boxing, open glove. And we like, why they taking him to the next stage? He was already knocked out. Doesn't make sense. And they're like, no, he won, he's okay. But because they bribe, I guess. And
fuck.
And these judges, oh my God.
And that's everywhere.
And close fight especially. It's you never know. Right now, back in the days, I remember if somebody, for example, taking somebody down, it's already positive thing. And you know, right now, let's say in the prime age of light heavyweight, you 31? 30, I'm sorry, 30. And the game and the techniques evolving very fast, like technology. Nowadays, modern technology.
For training, like?
And training, and especially how fighters fight on your level, or the highest level, you always, for example, calf kicks. It's something that I know that in particular martial arts they used in stand-up fights, but not in MMA. And is that correct? Can you, from the professional, let's do a little fight analysis. If I remember correct, when Adesanya fought Błachowicz, Jan counter and defend all the kicks very well. But with Pereira were able to catch him. And how it works? Because he didn't prepare especially for this technique, usually, or it's just the guy just doing it better and you can't stop it. How it works?
Pereira, I think his style is the calf kick and all these low kicks. What he's doing, low kicks, calf kicks. He's doing that all his career, I think, in MMA, and that's just something what he know how to do that. So, he's good in the calf kicks and all these things is very good.
But your foundation background is Muay Thai originally.
Muay Thai,
So for you, it's not a big surprise. The calf kicks, low kicks. It's coming from Muay Thai techniques, pretty much, right?
Sure. But also I little changed from like my style from not like orthodox Muay Thai. I'm not like that.
Yes.
To just movement, feel the opponent and catch the right moment or make the moment, some setup to catch him, and that's all about that. And that's why for me is the most important, the movement. And that's why I am really looking for somebody who's wants to catch me for the calf kicks. So that's for me like something.
What are you looking for?
What I'm looking for. It's like
opposite.
Opposite.
And you know, we've been lucky to actually. There's a lot of video how champions are different from average people, and usually all the champions saying that I'm the last who stayed in the room and who worked hardest. It's what separates champion. And we've been with our team, Line MMA. We've been lucky to see how you work before the training session, after training session. Speaking about your movement, and I told my guys, you see, it's like I don't know, music. Irji trying to find his flow.
Yeah, sure.
It's like breathing, moving. It's not he's looking for something. And just remember you when you told me "Ostorozhny," and I'm like just trying to remember it because it's one of the first times in what I saw in MMA when somebody's like meditating. For me, it's a compliment, you know. And for me, martial arts is something when you gotta. First of all, it's something inside of you. You have to control it. And then you will control all the time, the fight.
You can leave it like to be in the flow all the time. But you when don't have like a discipline and control in that, you will start like to enjoying that.
Focus, very focused. I'm not saying just relax. I'm saying about the guy who got in the moment, in the groove. And you can. It's very dangerous. I'm saying, because the concentration level grows. is it right when you feel when you overcome this anxiety, and everybody have this a little fear because it's normal fear, and when you overcome it, and it even makes you stronger in the punches,
sure,
right?
every time, and sometimes you have to pass these edge like every time. Yeah, I have these things like I need to do some my basic stuffs before the training to be ready to watch especially these things, to feel these things. When I don't do my like basic stuffs, not every time in that. Yeah, so you need to be good with in that how you preparing your body, your mind, and everything, your breathing for the performance. Yeah, that's all about that. And when you are on the top, you have to know yourself very well to show this level of performance like every time, not just once, not just because I like to go to the full power, to the full performance, just in the cage. Yeah, but like fighters on the top, we have to learn how to do that like every training. Yeah,
maintain it.
Yeah,
it's keep, like a way of life.
Thinking. Yeah, that's all about why I like to be not just like fighter or somewhere or whoever wants to say about me, like just in the training, just in the fight. No, I need to live it all the time. Yes, to be that like my lifestyle. That's all.
Like in the Bushido.
Yeah, Bushido. Yeah.
Bushido.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was I grew up with the. I've done martial arts pretty much all my life, and I grew up around the people who do sports.
Sure.
And usually bravery considered as somebody can kick somebody on the street. Usually, bravery, like I kick him. But I've learned through Bushido that true bravery, it's not that. It's discipline. It's how you act when you by yourself.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting. And I agree with that. Even the coward who survived in the first battle won't be the coward in the second one, right? You are a great example of the lifestyle. And we've been discussing with Frank, with George.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Half.
Half on the half. Yeah, I need to be like full in there or not. Just do that or not, or don't do that. Like there is no trying. Yeah, just do that or not. That's why I'm saying every time, like I can't live another life. I can't do that by another way. There is no another way. There is just one way, and I have to go through.
As I told you, our team, it's like 70% who came here is the former wrestlers. There, 3 of them. Right now, they just stopped wrestling. They're part of the national adult Russian national team freestyle wrestling. And one of them, his name is Alexander. He said, so in Ossetia, the standards to compete in wrestling is to Olympic gold. Second, silver, it's so much. So we become so, let's say cocky, because a lot of champions and everybody thinks that if you second, bronze, only gold. Here, only gold. We're a very small republic, only 500,000 people, and we have 22 gold medals in the Olympics. So a lot.
It's great.
So more than a lot of countries. And for continuing what you're saying about the mentality, one of the guys, Alexander, his dad told him, if you don't want to be first in Olympic Games, don't even do it. If you not,
no, that's it. That's
because
it.
Even if you want to be the first in the world, it doesn't matter because Worlds is not Olympics.
Yeah, there was some story from I hear from somebody in Czech Republic, and somebody told me like some sportsman, I'm going for I think this year I can be second place. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is this?
What you aiming for?
Attitude. Yeah, you have to win or not, or nothing. Yeah, just this is it. In MMA, there is no second place. Yeah, you go to the fight and you always have
very bad circumstances after you got the second place.
Yeah,
it's not.
Sure.
It's not a football when we just you know.
Yeah, you have to rule that in full. That's all.
Yeah. Can you share a little? As long as we're here in Thailand, for me, it looks like a very, I don't know. I don't want to sound like cliche, spiritual place, because the atmosphere here very easy.
Yep.
Not like in the cities.
Yeah.
You know? Cities different. People are very. And does it help you? I think that's why. I guess that's why you're here.
Yeah.
But can you share a little bit more about your, let's say, daily routine in Thailand, how you live?
Okay.
You came here. Excuse me. You came here with a team in the beginning. A lot of guys from Czech Republic here. Right?
Yeah. Sure. That was started because I wanted to go to some camp in America or somewhere to just start using my body to the full power. Yeah, with after that shoulder, and my coach, he went with a team of amateurs here to Bangtao. I think around 15 people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, big team.
To here. He took these guys and another coach to Bangtao to train there, like professional training. Young guys wants to see the true trainings, like
alongside with the professionals.
Professional training, because there are a lot of guys like 16, 17 years old. Mm-hmm. So first big camp for them, and it was like same date like my camp. So I said, let's go. I know the Bangtao very well, so I can start to train to the full here, because this camp was more about like to go to the full strength in a conditioning training, using the maximal speed, maximal effort in the dynamics, yeah, and in the training too. So I'm happy.
This is very good. And is it correct that you're speaking about movement, and that's why you between the camps you staying lean and because you can move a lot if you have overweight?
Yes, sure. That's the.
Now I know why you're doing this.
No, that's
now I understand.
No, that's the one of the most important thing, and I like to eat, but every time you have to look what you're eating, because everything
the same discipline you're talking about.
Yeah, that's the lifestyle. You have to be in that all the time. So every day I want to use my body like when I'm in the fight, before the fight. Yeah, these like light body, that dynamic, that power, that strength. Yeah. And all these abilities, it's when you are going more than 105 kilos, I feel every gram on the movement. So for me, is this very important, like to keep it myself like ready all the time. Yeah.
I hope a lot of young athletes will hear this, because as I told you, I've been following sport. It's my favorite thing to do, basically. Yeah. MMA, boxing. One of what I've learned from interviews of veterans in boxing and wrestling and MMA, one of the biggest regrets that they're saying that I gained too much weight between the camps.
Yeah.
And it just took a lot from me.
Yeah, sure.
And
sure.
I want to, sometimes I maybe going in too deep about this weight cut, but I think it's a big issue. And we as the fans suffer because we don't have to see the full ability. You know, like Usain Bolt said, I trained 4 years to run 9 seconds.
Yeah.
And right.
Yeah.
And we happy to witness it.
Yeah.
Because he concentrated for 4 years.
Yeah.
And that's why people loving the sport so much. And and when you I'm sorry, fat between a lot of guys doesn't even look like fighters between. You are a role model, as I understand it. Not you, I mean the fighter, right?
When you really understand what's the warrior's path about, and you will start to do that honestly, that's
choice.
That's the choice, and then you have to keep the discipline in the food, keep the discipline when you're going to sleep, keep the discipline about your focus, where you're putting your
time.
About when you're putting your focus on the screen time, and all these things, what you're doing before the training, how you prepare yourself for the training, how you going for calm after the training, how you calm your body, how you relax, man. That's the another world for me right now, because I had to keep the focus for the how to keep good relaxation and
not to overtrain.
Yeah, not to overtrain. All these,
but keep the
all
balance.
These stuffs. Yeah, keep the balance. All these stuffs around hot ice bath, sauna, and everything, because we are using our body
as Joe Rogan said, is your vehicle,
like a weapon, our weapon. And when is our weapon good, then it's
with oil and everything.
Everything is going great. When not, it's not going great. It's a very simple.
Yeah, you have. That's all about it, every tank.
Yeah.
I don't know in English. Осечка.
Yeah.
It looks like it was meant to be that you and Alex will face, because do you think it's for their camp, because you fought Glover to become a champion, and now Alex is training under Glover, right?
That's funny. Yeah.
So a lot of not coincidence, but it's very interesting as your legacy. For us as the fans, we watching a movie, a life movie, real life movie, and it's very interesting. What do you think? What you from as an athlete, as a fighter, does it give him more confidence, or on your level, when guys like you and Alex, when you getting on that level and you already understand everything, it doesn't matter who will be, advising, cornering, or it's still very important for you, your team. Of course it's important, but do you understand what I'm saying? That does it help him, or you know what I mean? That Glover, that his corner, and or not? What do you think?
Oh man, I think
I'm just trying.
I understand. Understand. But I think it's good for the, if we will fight. It's good for him that he have the Glover, of course, but
he can explain the chokes.
But no. But I'm changing myself. I changed myself till from the fight till now, and I'm making that's my lifestyle. I'm doing all my career, the changing of myself, upgrades all the time, trying to
not
be
static.
Not static. Yeah, trying to be better. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing wrestling, man. And I think to the next fight, I'll be totally another, not totally, but another Jiri, better, much better, in a fight with whoever.
Whoever with more weapons.
Yeah.
How we say in Russia, пользуясь случаем, as far as we hear, I just want to tell that Ossetia is one of the best places in the world for wrestling. Even guys from I was telling Frank and George, I remember I was doing the morning run and in the like a park, a little wood, let's say, outside of Vladikavkaz. And when I finished my run, I went to do like pull-ups and stuff like that. And I met guys like 10, 15 guys, young, like 16, 17 years old. And they have like Illinois. And I'm like, is they not local? They speak in English. And I'm like, where are you from? They're like, we're from Illinois. So we came for wrestling camp. I'm like, you came from United States to Vladikavkaz for wrestling camp. But in the reality, for years, for decades, people from all over the world, from India, from... we're very... I will send you a lot of links because we're famous for heavyweights. Yeah, actually, because
great.
I will, talk about my region a little bit, a little compliment of my home region, because since 1976, in every Olympic Games we have gold medal in wrestling for 50 years now. Yes, and it's not
in heavyweight.
In all the weights. But the first one was Soslan Andiv. He passed away 5 years ago. The close friend of our family. He became the first Olympic champion, and then he right after back-to-back Olympics, he became two-time Olympic champion, 76 and 80. So since then we have every Olympic Games gold medal, and the very interesting fact that in 2000 in Sydney, in freestyle wrestling heavyweight final, there were two guys from the same city, from Vladikavkaz. But one of, you know how wrestlers, especially in Russia, they can participate for other countries. So one was for Russia, another was for Uzbekistan. David Musulbes and Artur Taymaza. One was 20, another was 26. And and another Olympic Games, talking about heavyweights, in 2004, I mean, this is just a fact, right? I can't make it up. You can Google it. So in 2004, I think it's never been done before for such a small region like we are. Artur Taymazov won the gold medal in freestyle wrestling. Hassan Baroyev won gold medal heavyweight in Greco-Roman wrestling. And Tamerlan Tmenov got second in judo heavyweight. All the three heavyweights. And I was saying, if we would have taekwondo and boxing final, so we covered all the martial arts. but we didn't. But we're very famous for wrestling. That's why Frank has been complimenting guys from our team. Unfortunately, one left because of the staph infection. It was terrible. We just sent him back to hometown. With a wound like this. You know how it goes. Can you speak a little bit? I wanted to ask you how your life changed because you were the first champion, basically, in this part of Europe, right? Because Michael Bisping was the champion, and who else from Europe?
That was Jan Błachowicz.
Jan Błachowicz, Habib, not a lot. Islam is not a lot of champions from Europe. So. I don't see that. I don't see this thing like that. But of course I want to keep the belt on in our part of our part of world. But for me it doesn't matter. I just wanna show like my best, and that's the thing which I'm taking with me in that fight. So people have to know like a little bit my history and why I started to do that and how to be, because there is a lot of people don't know can't understand how I did that. And it's just what drives you.
It is just about like passion, dream, and follow it. That's all. But I'm not like somebody who wants to have some some dream and just doing something for that. No, I'm changing all my lifestyle, everything, like one energy, one direction. And after a few years, all the world, everybody, every people around me, like it's changed by this direction.
For the one purpose.
For the one purpose, and that's all about that. That's why.
It's So you become a world global MMA star after you joined the UFC. And for me, for the fan standpoint, it looks like you've been there forever. But people don't realize that you have only 3 fights in UFC, right?
Yeah, right now.
And you're already a champion, and now fighting again. So it looks like something never been done before, like on multiple times. It's very rare example.
But it's that's why I was in the Rizin a little bit longer, because they offered me some fight in the UFC. How is that? These young fighters who doesn't matter. I had a chance to fight in UFC
earlier.
Huh?
Early in your career.
Yeah, early in my career, when I was in Rizin, and my coaches said to me, "Please, Jiri, stay a little bit longer in the Rizin, take a title here. Yeah, be like more skills, make
Get
here
more mature.
Yeah, and okay, I listened them, and after the defending title 1, 2, so then this offer from UFC came again, and I said, let's go, that's my time right now. So after that was the fights,
so basically they were right. They prepare you for the big stage. Big stage,
yes. And I think this is the
showed your ability.
This is the very important to be like somebody have the talent, like from the nature, like here we are 1, 2, 3 fights, and you can go to UFC and be very good. But I was like, I built it myself, like from fight to fight, from camp to camp, and till now.
So when the first time you had, let's say, this vision that you're gonna be the best in the world in MMA,
man, when it
was clear for you?
No, it was in year 2016 to 17. Then my good friend from high school, he showed me the movie. It was The Secret. The name of the movie was Secret. It's a documentary, and it showed how your thoughts can attract what's happening. Yeah, everything, like
it
and I saw that, like wow, this is the big weapon what you have, and nobody realized that we have it all the time, just in your head. You have to visualize, but it's not just about to visualize that, but you have to visualize it and go for that, like to do something for that. Yeah?
Not only visualizing.
Yeah. And when you visualize every day, you started to believe that every day, and that's how you make a truth from something from here to here. Yeah, and that's my road from 2016. I started to do that, and I'm doing that every day. Yeah.
It's like a key for you. You got the keys for
no, but after some times you will realize that when you're channeling yourself for that dream, and you are on that vibe all the time, you will attract all these things around, and you will see that in your mind which life you want to have, like which life you will have, and you will be satisfied with that life. Very, like you will feel that here, and that's what I did every day, and I saw that clearly, and I see that right now very clear, like everything, and then everything's around you starting to changing for that form. Yeah, and it's very powerful. Everybody can do that. It's just
how bad you want it.
Yeah. to make a time for that. Make a time for yourself. That's all about. That's all about.
You know, in Russia we said, "Бойтесь своих желаний, они сбываются." Be afraid of your desires; they can be true.
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah, sure, sure. That's why it's important to really
think about good stuff.
Yeah.
Productive and positive for you.
Yes, sure. Yeah.
Not and that's why everybody hates on haters.
Yeah.
Because there's no sense to hate. It doesn't make sense.
Nobody can.
You're just wasting your time, right?
No, that's right. That's right.
And living someone's life. It's interesting. There is again saying when everything is easy when you understand. Before you understand, until somebody will understand it, it's like impossible.
Yeah.
And what you're saying, I can feel it. That what you're trying to say, that's for you now. It's super easy. You got it. You understand how it works.
That's the thing. You can't say that. You still have to keep yourself humble.
No,
humble. I have it.
You're right.
Now I have it. Yeah.
I'm not trying to say that. I'm saying that you understand the pattern, how it can work. And you need to work every day. It's not like I'm 2 days a week.
No, that's right.
It's like happiness. I was arguing with somebody online, the psychologist. He said that to find happiness in life, you gotta be satisfied with your work, something. And I said, the happiness, it doesn't relate to anything. It's an everyday thing for me. I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
It's not like I'll be happy for this month, but it's like my work every day.
You have to live.
I try to.
Yeah, you have to live it. That's all. That's all. Yeah.
But as soon as you think you got it, you will fall.
Yeah, sure.
I understand it.
Yeah.
Yes, humbleness is the healthy humbleness. Let's say it like that. It's thank you very much for sharing it, because nowadays
it's not something secret, but it's in the internet. It's everywhere. But somebody needs to give attention for that, for the people, for somebody, and the people who's looking for something like that, they will say, "Wow, that's it." And that they will channeling themselves for the same vibe. Understand? Like,
I totally understand you. And maybe you heard that. I remember even DC told that this UFC effect got me when I make my debut in UFC. And now I'm talking to you, and I'm kind of understand that your, let's say, personal techniques and it's hard for me to visualization.
Visualization. Now I know that.
Visualization.
Yeah.
Visualization.
Yes.
So when you make your UFC debut, was it like you imagine? I think you were meditating it like, I will enter the arena.
Many times I'm visualizing everything, but
how close it was to reality?
It's life. It's life. Everything came just a little bit changed to try you if you are focused, fully focused. One thing, and that's the most important, you can visualize everything, but the second thing, you have to be full focused in the present to realize that these
in the moment.
all everything. You just need to realize that all these things what you had to see there. That's all.
I like it. Thank you very much, man, for sharing it, because even right now you're not saying nothing actually new, but from the guy who is example of that this is working actually. It's very important, I think, to hear for people. Can you please tell me, from these 3 fights, all 3 fights were super great from the fan standpoint. So thank you for your performance. But I know you have some battles in Rizin, some tough battles.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, right.
And what was your toughest? I know that. Can you share a little bit from your fighters perspective.
Man, that's or my career. It's every time some like the hard fight. You do the hard fight, not your opponent, not anybody else, because you can do just good performance or bad performance from you, and many times I had like a very bad attitude in myself, like very bad focus, and that's why some easy fights was for me very hard, yeah, and in the opposite, some hard fights, hard opponent, good opponent was for me like very easy,
because you 100% focused there.
Yeah, because there was so that's depend on
is
on
it
the
true
focus.
that it's sometimes it's harder for the athlete, for the fighter to motivate himself for the opponent that he doesn't seem for him and at his level?
Yeah,
he's like, I can get him.
Yeah,
like easily.
Yes, so, yeah.
And it's he can play the bad joke with you, right?
Yeah, sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's another thing in that, like in not this motivation, not the opponent, something from out like maybe the girlfriend, maybe the coaches, maybe something else, yeah. And that's why why everybody have to, like, fighters needs to rule our mind and stay the focus for the performance. That's all.
We talking. We speak a lot about focus, and we're speaking of fighting and training. But outside of the sport, how you spending your life? What is the life of Jiri Prochazka like? Average.
That's.
Oh, you don't have it.
That's the second part. After some time, I realized that I have no.
You can't take.
I have no another life. Yeah, like something. What are you doing? You are for just to be happy? And I said, nothing. I'm just fighting, and I'm doing all these things because I'm fighting, because this is the thing what's make me happy. Yeah. and all these, like, not fighting with people, but realizing something what I want to realize. Yeah, these technique to achieve the training, achieve these condition, and all these stuff. So that's why after some time I realized that I have no normal, like, personal life. So I like to spend the time with my friends, with the good friends, with true friends, and with somebody who can give me something, who I can talk with him, like, about something and be interested in that, like, yeah, or see some documentary. Right now is for me that's for me, like, something what I like to do, to read some book, yeah.
Everything to make so basically what you're trying to say, what you're saying is all you do is to make yourself better.
Yeah, that's every aspect of life. Sure, yeah.
Because
that's why I don't like to watch some, like, tragedy or some horrors or something like what. Why? Please tell me why I need to.
For you, right?
Yes, yeah.
Even Khabib is not the great. I don't know. I like his interviews, but my English is not very good too. But even his English is very simple.
Yeah.
He said it was a wisdom. He said something like, he was speaking about energy, like good energy, bad energy. Bad energy is bad for you. Good energy is good for you. Focus on good.
Man,
it will be good. So simple, so easy.
Yeah.
And he's a great champion. He's a great example of. And you know, my hometown is full of great champions in wrestling. We have the speculation, let's say, who is more disciplined, and we have the guys, because the small republic, we know, like, everybody know each other from one handshake, and we have like a small mountain outside of the town called Sapitskaya, and the like Buddha Run, but much more tougher than Buddha Run.
Understand.
Like this at the end. Like trademark move of Olympic champions wants to be in the, you know, Russians celebrate New Year, like very very good celebration. And so the greats, they usually in January, the 1st of January, they early in the morning, already in the morning, run in the hills. And there was the guy who was like, I'm gonna beat this. There was a guy, Makharbek Khadartsov, he's 2-time Olympic champion, 5 or 6-time world champion, great champion. And participate in 4 Olympic Games, 2 golds, 1 silver. So super great. And somebody was saying, so who witnessed it? So Maharbek is the reigning champion. And the guy been talking shit that I'm going to beat him this year. And he said he went to the morning run 1st of January. And when he went to the run, Maharbek was going back home already. And he's like, this motherfucker want to go to Olympics too. Start laughing, and he's like, how can make it earlier than me already? And everybody understand why he's an Olympic champion. And they ask him, when I asking guys like you how you spending your free time, honestly, deep inside I want to hear, I just relaxing and training, because this is what you do.
That's all,
And all I know, my good friend is Artur Taymazov, great wrestler, 3-time Olympic champion, and that's why I'm throwing this champion. And his lifestyle is legendary in our hometown, legendary. After first Olympics, he got the Gelenwagen, and his older brother Timur Taymazov, who was the Olympic champion weightlifting. So they basically have 4 golds and 2 silvers in one family. It's unheard of. And he said, you better sell your Gelenwagen, G-Wagon, G class. And he got the Zhiguli, the old Soviet car. And the whole town was shocked. Olympic champion, he was riding this. And he's a big guy.
To keep yourself still in that.
And he keep him so humble, and that's why he managed to win 3 Olympic finals.
I feel that in my lifestyle, I feel that like similar, because when all these nice things, nice hotels, nice things around you
make you softer.
Make you softer. That's about like about your team. Then you have to keep you like still on the same wave. When not, and you don't like be stayed like disciplined, it will be like not like that. You have to stay hungry all the time.
Have you ever met Pavel Fedotov, Valentina Shevchenko coach? You know Valentina Shevchenko, right?
Yep.
And her coach Pavel Fedotov. He's the very mudrец, wisdom man. And I asked him. We've been riding on his boat in Las Vegas, suburbs, and I've been asking him all day how they train. I'm so curious. I'm fascinated by Valentina. She's so great. And right before her fight in March, and he said, you know why she's so humble, and how we maintain this humbleness. Because she's a very rare example. After the title fight, we take the boat and do camping on the Colorado River. And I'm telling you, when you do the camping in the cold outside, you be so humble by the morning. Sure. You will forget everything. And he said, you gotta maintain the savage in you. You can be cool and cute to be a champion.
It is
to
like
be
that.
A fighter, yes, but not a champion. Right?
It's good to try these beautiful things, but stay. You have to be in the real world, like to feel the.
It's like illusions, right?
Yeah. You have to feel the real cold, real sweat, and all these pains, and be still like
live through it.
Yeah.
You gotta live it.
Yeah, that's all. That's all.
I mean, thank you very much for your honesty, first of all, Jiri. I'm very pleased and proud to have you on the podcast, and thank you for your time. I know you're a busy man, and to be honest, I'm very lucky. As a MMA fan, I'm telling the whole world now. Usually, I'm driving to coffee and I see you on the bike and I'm like, oh my God. It just makes me feel better. And thank you. And I want to wish you best of luck. You're a great champion.
Thank you.
And wishing you to maintain this powerful mindset through your life, not only the athlete career.
Yeah.
And I hope we will one day, maybe in Prague or Brno, we'll make it again. Or Znojmo, we'll make it again.
Yeah.
Hope to see you soon and with the belt again. So good luck, my brother.
Yep. Let's go for that.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
It's a wrap. Subscribe, like. It was the one and only Jiri Prochazka.
Thank you.
Diki moc.
Ja děkuji. Spasiba. Let's go for vodka.
And bears.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much.
You too.